Controversial discovery of skeletons suggested ancient Chinese had visited London during the Roman Empire. So that's a very interesting development. In ancient times, there were no fast trains or airplanes, but that did not stop our ancient ancestors from traveling vast distances and visiting many foreign lands. The controversial discovery of two skeletons unearthed at a cemetery in London suggests ancient Chinese visited London during the Roman Empire. And this is extraordinary news because the finding is now challenging the traditional history of the Roman Empire and Britain's capital city, London, used to be called Londinium. Londinium was an ancient Roman outpost that became the powerful city of London. The Romans established Londinium on the current site of the city of London around 43 AD. And the first definite mention of the city refers to the year 60 AD and occurs in the writings of Roman historian and senator Tacitus, who wrote of the celebrated center of commerce filled with traders. We know that even St. Joseph of Arimathea, who was actually a distant uncle of Jesus Christ, who also gave him the tomb that had never been used before, had a shipping company, and he was trading things from Israel to bring back tin from the British Isles. So they knew about Britain since that time. By the reign of Hadrian, Britannia was a fully developed province of the Roman Empire, and one of the Roman outposts was Londinium, London, which eventually transformed into one of the world's most famous modern cities, London. Londinium is not a place where we expect to come across the remains of ancient Chinese people, and yet the recent discovery clearly shows the Roman and Chinese empires may have had more interaction than many historians had previously thought. And using cutting-edge technologies, a team of archaeologists and scientists examined dental enamel samples from over 20 sets of human remains dated from between the 2nd and 4th centuries AD. Dr. Rebecca Redfern, curator of the Human Osteology Museum of London, revealed two of the skeletons found at the site in Lant Street, Southwark, had been identified as possibly being of Chinese origin. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's shocking. It's surprising. This is the first time in Roman Britain we've identified people with Asian ancestry, and only the third or fourth in the empire as a whole, she told BBC Radio 4, The World at One. So the find challenges the dominance of the traditional view that Roman Britain, and especially Londinium, as it was then known, was a relatively homogeneous society. We've previously seen there is certain controversial evidence suggesting ancient Chinese visited America 2,500 years ago as well. Ancient Chinese were great seafarers and an advanced ancient civilization. It's highly possible that they established relationships with the ancient Romans, and trade took place between Rome and China outside of the famous Silk Road. And at the same time, ancient Romans were also eager to expand their territories and progress as a civilization. So, according to the doctor, the expansion of the Roman Empire across most of the Western Europe and Mediterranean led to assimilation and movement of many ethnically and geographically diverse communities. Its power and wealth meant it had also trade connections for raw materials and products such as silk throughout Europe, Africa, and also to the east, including India and China. Many people traveled, often very large distances, for trade or because of their occupation, for example, in the military, or their social status, for example, if they were enslaved. The archaeological finding at the cemetery in London raised the possibility that Chinese traders settled in the area and may have even set up their own trading communities. But scientists are not dismissing the idea these could also be remains of ancient slaves that originated from Asia, as there were slave trade connections between India and China and India and Rome. So at this point, we simply don't know who these two people were and why they came to the city we today call London. And this is from Message to Eagle, Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.